Welcome to happy hour. Today it's going to be a mocktail because I have to drive later. Don't drink and drive, ever. But the question is, what am I using for this mocktail? Never short of club soda. I do have some orange juice. Let's think in that direction for a minute. Wait, and I have a whole lot of macerated berries here. Juice, bubbles, free. I think we're fine. We can at least make it a little fancy. This is also going to be a measure with your heart situation. Start with ice. We're thinking berries first? I'm thinking berries first. This is really just a bunch of chopped up strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries that you shove in a bowl in the fridge with some sugar overnight, and they become really like jammy and syrupy and delicious. So a scoopful of all of that, and a few spoonfuls of the liquid. Do I need the orange juice? Just a little. You could fool a lot of people that that's a tequila sunrise. Yeah, and then just some bubbles. Springy, fruity, delicious. It's like a non-alcoholic berry mimosa. I swear, it gets above 60 degrees and I want to feel like I'm on vacation. We're doing a craft today because, and tell me if this is your experience too, I have more bookmarks than is reasonably necessary for a single human being. I'm going through a bit of a deep clean in my house this week, and part of that is having real conversations with yourself about what you do and don't need. And I am a bookmark girly. I use them, I love them, they're so handy, but there is no universe in which I could use all 180 of these. Don't quote me on that number, I haven't counted. And to be honest, the same like tried and true 5 or 6 get rotated. So some of these will meet their fate in the recycling bin. I'm sorry. And a handful will remain in the rotation for their intended purpose. But then a special select few are getting made into a collage. Have you seen those shadow boxes where people take matchboxes from different restaurants and hotels and create this little bit of a mosaic? That's my general inspiration here. But for the moment, we need to go through what's going where. Categories. Bookmarks from bookshops and libraries, book of the month bookmarks, and then miscellaneous. It may take a minute. I think we figured it out. Completely unsurprisingly, the bulk of these were the free Book of the Month bookmarks that they put in the box. And I could almost take you on a tour of the various points at which they changed general design and quality. At the moment, they've got the quippy little sayings as submitted by their readers, but for a very long time, they did these shorter bookmarks with bigger copy. You can see when the font changed. And actually, some of these shorter ones were blue on the backside. Aw, from when they hit the 100-month mark. But before that, they had quotes from the judges who chose the Book of the Month. I did like that they had them in their own handwriting. And before that, there were quotes from authors. And all of these were blue on the back, and all of them were substantially thicker. They make for really good bookmarks. So the older, thicker ones with the quotes are probably going to stay in the rotation for their intended use. And if I hold on to the rest of these ones, they will also become another craft project. So Book of the Month can hit me up whenever they want to sponsor me. There are a couple others here that are easy tosses. The couple I got from Barnes & Noble when they updated their rewards, the gift code for the sex toy shop in LA. Maybe I keep that. These two I definitely took from the library at the high school where my friend teaches, but they are very flimsy. So I'm going to end up gluing these together, and that will be one that I hold on to for a little longer. The Irish history of my last name, can't throw that away. But the Ruler 2023 calendar with kiddo's school picture that she hates, that can probably go. And I don't recognize this one at all. Goodbye to all of you. I do have a small pile from book fairs I've gone to, and I think nearly all of these are Imaginarium in DC a couple years ago. This one definitely makes the cut. I'm just not sure which side of it I want to show on the final product, because Read in Wild Vivivity with the Imaginarium Book Festival info is great, but then the quote on the back is great too. We'll figure that out. Most of the rest are book specific, so I think I may steer clear of those, but this gorgeous mermaid is definitely going on the collage. But the rest of these are really my primary focus. These are all from bookstores I've patronized. We have Skylight Books in LA, The Ripped Bodice. I've been to the one in LA, but this is the one from Brooklyn. Rare Birds in Edinburgh. The Last Bookstore, also in LA. Golden Hair Books, also in Edinburgh. Daunt Books in London. Montgomery Book Exchange is up in the Hudson Valley in New York. The Kislak Center is part of Penn Libraries in Philly. And then Politics and Prose is in DC. And this one might be cheating just a little bit, but Sunny's Book Truck sent me a bookmark in the mail today, and I haven't been in person, but I'd love to include her. So these are the ones I definitely want in the collage. I've got the ones I want to keep as bookmarks, and then I think the rest need to go. So here comes the fun part, laying everything out the way that I want it. Okay, I'm really happy with how this is looking. Right? I mean, we've got some awesome androgynous ladies sort of bookending the sides. Some good color distribution. I'm in love. But I don't have a frame, so we need to figure out how big this is. Okay. 20 by 12. Is that a standard size? Let's find out. 20 by 12-inch frame. Oh, it's possible. 12 by 18 is slightly easier to find. I don't want to order it online. I want to pick it up today. There are plenty of 12 by 18s nearby. Oh, Joann's has a pretty frame. R.I.P. Joann's. If I tell you near me, does that make a difference? Oh, Michael's. Target has 12 by 18. I will be equally distractible at either place. I also happen to know that Michael's has a yarn sale at the moment. I told y'all I couldn't drink today. Oh, I don't want to go to Walmart. The Supercenter gives me agita. Methinks Michael's is our best bet. They have a 20 by 14 that gives me some wiggle room. Can I make it in and out without going crazy? One way to find out. Time for a field trip. I've enlisted the help of a bodyguard to prevent me from going apeshit on
to Home Depot.
Joseph.
What?
Was I just in here last week? Yes. Does it matter when I see new things I like? No. Okay, there are some 11 by 17s that are very tempting, but that means shrinking down my design. 12 by 18 does exist. That's kind of perfect. I love the dark wood. We're holding on to it while we keep poking around. Okay, I'm happy with my frame, and now I have to figure out if there's any like backing I want, because I'm kind of into the idea of them having a background. The travel stuff is kind of fun, or I keep it simple. Very slight change to cover up the seam between the papers. Okay, there's a reason I measured. Why don't I listen to myself? Wait, I think I figured it out. So I'm extremely happy with that. I still have a pencil in my ear. I don't know where I'm gonna hang it up yet, but I'm really happy with how it came out. Adjusted a couple of things, but it's a collage. And the beauty of a collage is you can't get it wrong.